Video 4, Tools and Indicators, we will take a brief look at your tools and indicators found at the top of your chart. You can spend more time going through all the tools and indicators in more depth, clicking on each to see and get a feel for how each appears on your chart. Your personality will determine your tools and indicators preference. Over my past 5 years of trading, I have discovered that the tools and indicators used by a more conservative trader often vary from the tools and indicators used by a more aggressive trader. Let's look at some tools and indicators on the chart. I will share my screen. You will find them at the top of your chart, starting from left to right. Chart style, drawing tool, zoom in, zoom out, crosshair, data box, chart trader, data series, indicators, strategies, and properties. Let's take a look at the chart style. Here, different types of candlesticks, or however you determine what you want to move across your chart, how you want it to look. These are candlesticks, what you're currently seeing. Let's say, for instance, you wanted to have the open, high, low, and close. They look different. They have the little marks for where the candle opened and the mark for where the candle closed. My preference is candlesticks, but you may have a different preference, and neither is right or wrong. It's what you prefer. The next tab is the drawing tool. If you click on the drawing tool, you can see you have a variety of tools that are used to assist you in making a great trade. You can go through all of these, click on them to see how they look and feel on your chart and the function of each. Say, for instance, if we looked on a horizontal line and we placed it there, a horizontal line would appear. We can click on it, press delete, and it's gone. So don't worry about breaking anything. You can add and remove them in a second. So what if we wanted to place a vertical line? We find out where we want to place our vertical line, determine that, we place a vertical line there. If we go back and click on it again, press delete, it's gone. So go through each of these. You can look at each of their functions. In my course, we can go through them more in detail and the function of each. You can use them as you are trading. Here you have your zoom in and your zoom out. Here is the crosshair. If you click on the crosshair, you can turn it off. You will have this arrow where you can point at each of your candles or anywhere on your chart. But if you turn it on, you have the crosshair. And we use the crosshair to look at our resistance. Resistance is where multiple candles, the high of multiple candles. And we also use the crosshairs to find support. See here the lower part of multiple candles. And again, you will learn about support and resistance in my 5-week course. So your crosshair here, you can turn it off or you can turn it back on. You can go through each of these and spend more time on them. The next one, your data box, it gives you the time, price, open, high, low, close, and volume, and tell you the instrument itself, NQ, NASDAQ. The next one is really important. It's your chart trader. You have the option of turning it off. You also have the option of turning it on. I teach my students to turn it on because that is what we use to place a trade. We click here to buy, we click there to sell. There are other ways to click the enter and exit a trade, but this is one of the easier ways. And also to close out of a trade, we press close. Okay, so that's chart trader. The next one is your data series. Data series is where you can add additional charts, additional instruments within one chart, or you can add an additional chart and use a separate instrument. Say for instance, we wanted to add, this is now a 1 minute NASDAQ chart. Say for instance, we wanted to add an additional NASDAQ chart, 3 minute, so that we can see how it's moving. Again, you will learn about the strategies and advantages of using multiple charts, looking at different time frames as you are trading. And see, if we press apply, I added one additional one, but you can add as many or as few as you want, and you can see that they are all listed on this one chart. You can remove them just as easy. Click on it, press remove, click on it, press remove, click apply. There they are gone. Now, if I wanted to add an additional chart, an additional instrument in a separate chart, at the bottom, you can go down here and click the X. The data series box appears again. You can choose your instrument. We may want to add the YM on a totally different chart, 1 minute, 3 minute, 10 minute, one. Let's do 10 minute just because. Let's see, and click OK. As you can see, we have a totally, it will add an additional chart to your screen. So we still have the NQ here and the YM there, and to delete it, it's just as easy. Click the X to remove. Okay. Move, move, move. It would do that when I'm creating a video. Close tab. There we go. Technical difficulty, but hey, we are moving through it. All right. Let's move on to indicators. Indicators are very important because, again, your personality, your style will lend knowledge to the type of indicators that you prefer. As you can see, we have a full box of different types of indicators that you can add to your chart. Take some time and go through them. You can, in the course, we'll teach heavily on a few more than others, but each serves a purpose. We'll click on a few just so you can get a feel for it. Momentum, if you click on momentum, click down here to add it, click apply, and it's added there. We'll click on one more. Let's click on EMA. Click on EMA, click add. It asks for the period. You can change the period or you can leave it as such. Click apply and an EMA is added to your chart. Click OK. Let's do one more indicator. Bar timer is one that we always use because we want to know how many minutes and or seconds are remaining on each candle. So if I click on bar timer, I click on add, I click apply, and my bar timer will be added there when the chart is live. So that's indicators. And to remove the indicators, it's just as easy. Go back into your indicators tab. If I click on it, press remove, click on it, press remove, click on it, press remove, click apply, and they are gone. So that's indicators. Spend some time in there looking at the different ones available, and so that you can get a feel for what's available to you. The next one is strategies. These are advanced trading strategies, and they are built based on a trader's preference. They can build the automated strategies to enter and or exit a trade based on criteria. And then here we have our properties where we, within a chart, we can add and or remove things. Remember, we move the horizontal and vertical lines using the properties. The next video, video 5, we will look at how to place trades. I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. But the next video, in video 5, we will look at how to place trades, buying as well as selling. But before we move on to video 5, I'm going to assign a homework assignment. Okay, here we go. I want you to go through all the tools and the indicators that I just briefly went through. I want you to choose 3 tools, 1, 2, 3 tools, only 3 tools and or indicators that you plan to use. Tell me the 3 that you plan to use and why you selected those 3. Post your response on my Instagram page. You can find me at Cantisa Futures, at Cantisa Futures. I will do this so that you can remember. Let me share my screen again with you. Type it out for you, where I'm going to go up into tools, go down to text, and type it out. So at Cantisa Futures, you can find me on Instagram. Post your response of which 3 tools you plan to use for a chance to win a coupon for 50% off my 5-week course or a 1-hour free one-on-one training session with me. So again, if you go to my Instagram page and post the 3 tools and or indicators that you plan to use, you can win a coupon for 50% off my 5-week course or a free one-on-one trading session with me. I will stop sharing my screen right now. We have come to the end of this video. I will see you on the video 5, where we will discuss how to place a trade, buying and selling. See you in the next video.